It's great to see so many people join us for this exciting event. My name is Beth Carter. I am the Executive Director of the Rhode Island Business Competition. I've been in this role for less than 2 years, and it really is wonderful to see how strong the Rhode Island, the entrepreneurial ecosystem in Rhode Island is, even dealing with the pandemic. We started the 2021 competition application process back in January. It ended in March. And I have to say the judges, our advisory board, and even myself were thrilled to see the number of applications that we had of amazing businesses with very diverse ideas. There was quite a range of ideas. Before we begin, I do want to give some thanks to Venture Cafe. It is disappointing that tonight we are not all in person in their beautiful space, but we do look forward to having all our Rhode Island Business Competition events in the fall, where we start our kickoff our 2022 year. So please visit our website at ri-business.com so you can mark your calendar for all of our events, our workshops, and our pitch contest. For those of you not familiar with Venture Cafe, Tuni kind of mentioned it already, but they have free weekly programming for small businesses and startups, which will be in person soon, very soon. So that's awesome. I also want to give a shout out to the Bryant University social media team, and especially their president, Caitlin DiNapoli. They've worked really hard this year in promoting our organization's events and news through various social media channels. So please check us out on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Caitlin is going to be graduating next week, so we all should wish her well in her future endeavors. So let's get started with tonight's event. Our MC for tonight is Peggy Farrell. She is the competition co-chair and she is a partner at Hinckley Allen. So I turn the table over to Peggy.
Hi, thank you very much, Beth. And as she said, I am Peggy Farrell. I'm at Hinckley Allen, which is a regional law firm. We have offices in Providence and throughout the Northeast. We actually even opened an office in Chicago just before the pandemic hit. So that was interesting. I co-chair with Anthony Mangiarelli, who is a partner at the accounting firm of KLR. And I'm very happy to welcome you to our virtual award ceremony. This is actually the 18th time we're having a prize ceremony, but it's only the second time we've done this virtually. We were forced into a virtual ceremony last year because of COVID-19. This evening event wraps up nearly a year of activities for the competition. So we start with a kickoff, we have a pitch contest, and we have a number of workshops in the early part of the year before we finally have the business competition itself. Despite the challenges presented by COVID-19, we are very pleased we were able to continue the competition. We hope to have an in-person event, as Beth said, in the fall, where we can celebrate our winners and our finalists. Before proceeding, I'd like to give you some data points regarding the Rhode Island Business Competition. The competition was actually launched in 2000 by the Business Development Company as its sole sponsor. And since then, the competition has named more than 190 teams as semifinalists. We call them our alumni. And they include those who became winners, and many hundreds more have actually applied. Today, more than 50 former competitors are operating and employing hundreds of people. Over the past 20 years, the competition has evolved to a community effort that involves many people who help us fundraise, lead our free workshops, serve as judges, and provide back office support. It is our community of sponsors and partners that make the competition possible. We had 37 sponsors this year and 3 growth partners. They include banks and investors, colleges and universities, foundations, construction, insurance, health-related businesses, software businesses, all sorts, professional firms and service organizations, as well as some of our former competitors, which is terrific. We've been around long enough so that now we have some people who competed and won or were finalists actually supporting the competition, paying it forward, as they say. We particularly appreciate the continued engagement and support of our sponsors and partners during these very challenging times. This year's finalists are a very impressive group. It was a challenge for the judges this year to settle on our 3 finalists. The applicant pool was strong. And I want to tell you how the judging process has worked. In addition to myself, the judges this year were my co-chair, Anthony Mangiarelli, who is partner at KLR in Providence, Kim Anderson, an impact investor and owner of Plant City, Bob Chatham, director of the Slater Technology Fund, Catherine Flynn, executive director at the University of Rhode Island Business Engagement Center, David Hirsch, a partner at Hinckley Allen, Todd Knapp, CEO of Envision Technology Advisors, Jennifer Russo, director of strategic planning for new ventures at Altus Dental, Lydia Shin Schroeder, managing director at New England Medical Innovation Center, Annette Tonti, managing director of RI Hub, and Zachary Weinberger as partner at Sprout Co-working. Our job was to narrow down the 34 applicants to come up with our 3 finalists. Each applicant completes a short 5-page application online. We feel that completing an online application instead of initially submitting a full plan puts all applicants on even ground and ensures that they all provide answers to the same basic questions. We then choose semifinalists. 6 semifinalists submitted a full business plan to the judges. The semifinalists also met with the judges virtually for 5 minutes to explain how they succeed. We narrowed that semifinalist list to 3 finalists, and each finalist then met with the judges on Zoom for 30 minutes of interview where we drilled down on the specifics of their business plan. The judges have selected the winners, but no one else knows who they are. And we have asked each finalist to prepare a 2-minute presentation about their business. And after we hear from all of the finalists, we'll learn who has won. I'd like to turn the microphone back to Beth Carter, our executive director. She's going to introduce our finalists. Beth?
So thank you, Peggy. So here are our 3 finalists. So no one can figure out who our winner is. We put it alphabetically by company. So that's how we chose the order. So first up is Justin Kim. He's going to tell us about his business, Asian Feed.
Hello, my name is Justin Kim, and I'm a recently graduated senior from Brown University and founder of Asian Feed, which is the leading digital media outlet for the AAPI community. And this year, anti-Asian racism has seen an exponential rise with over 3,800 anti-Asian hate incidents, including assault, rape, and murder being reported so far in 2021, and that's growing at 1,900% year by year. And while dozens of hate incidents happen every single day, they go completely under the radar because of a lack of American mainstream media coverage. And members of the AAPI community have been historically underrepresented in media. And after talking with over 500 members, I learned that they are very unsatisfied with current offerings. So this important problem is why I founded Asian Feed, which is a media outlet that celebrates the shared cultural experiences of the AAPI community and reports anti-Asian hate incidents. And our traction so far has been exponential. So since our mid-February launch, we've amassed over 7,000 daily active users and 100,000 monthly active users on our website, as well as nearly 83,000 organic followers on Instagram and over 1,500 subscribers to our newsletter. And we primarily employ an advertising-based revenue model and are currently in the process of also adopting a monthly premium membership plan. So overall, the support from RIBC will be incredibly helpful for us as an early stage venture looking to really rapidly scale and serve the over 20 million AAPI community members of this country. And with the support of RIBC, we'll be able to develop a CMS portal and expand our contributor team to really accelerate our content creation workflow. So to end, we're Asian Feed, and we're disrupting the media landscape by really bringing a long-awaited voice and outlet for the AAPI community, and we're bringing nationwide awareness about anti-Asian racism. Thank you so much for listening.
That was great. All right, next up is Melissa Boley. She's going to tell you about her company, Flourish Collective.
Wonderful. So my name is Melissa Boley. I'm the CEO and founder of Flourish Collective. I'm so honored to be here today with my fellow Rhode Island-based companies. And I know many of our advisors and team members are on the line as well. So just so thrilled to be here. Our mission is to fill the gap in maternal health and wellness. For the nearly 4 million pregnant women giving birth every single year. Approximately $14 billion is spent on consumer spending on maternal and baby care products and services, yet somehow we still have the highest mortality rate of any industrialized nation. And when we did our research, we found that more than 75% of moms really regretted the purchases that they made after the baby was born. So this is a very significant problem, and we are solving that problem with our new platform, the Flourish Fund. This launched late last year, so it's a first of its kind platform. It combines crowdfunding with a baby registry, which is probably the first form of crowdfunding that ever happened. There's about $8.4 billion spent in baby registries every year. So we're taking that funding model and we're combining it with a marketplace of wellness providers, so you can find and book wellness in your local area and products for both mom and baby. We've spent the last year building an incredible provider network. So we have over 155 providers, mostly based in the Rhode Island market and also expanding into the greater New England market. This consists of evidence-based care like doulas, newborn care specialists, sleep consultants, yoga, massage, meal delivery, childbirth and parenting education, and so much more. So we have over 155 providers, we have 1,500 subscribers, and we've been growing this amazing network of providers. And ultimately, our goal is with the funding that we can secure here to really build that awareness of this new way of doing baby registries that's really going to improve maternal health outcomes. So we have an amazing team. I just want to say thank you to the team that we have in place. They are, here and able to execute on our plan that we put in place. You've got myself, you've got Elizabeth Howard. She's the Director of Midwifery at Women and Infants. I do want to say a quick shout out to Women and Infants. They've been our partner over the last year. And we've been able to reach over 1,200 families through our educational series that we will continue to do over the next year. Salil Patel and the rest of the team is really, really amazing. And we continue to expand in Rhode Island and employ more and more Rhode Islanders. Again, thank you to our advisors. We have one of the best clinical advisory teams. Every single product and service that we put on our platform is vetted by our clinical advisory team, which consists of pediatricians, OBGYNs. Everyone knows that consumer spend needs to shift to more wellness-based services, and we're gonna make it happen. Thank you so much.
Last but not least is Mockingbird, and Brad Artery is going to speak on behalf of Mockingbird.
Thank you. Good afternoon, good evening. Let me first say how humbled and privileged we are to be part of this amazing group of finalists. Justin and Melissa, congratulations. My name's Brad Artery. I'm privileged to be the CEO of Mockingbird. Mockingbird is a physician-founded company based here in Rhode Island, and our mission is to improve medicine and clinician well-being by eliminating the chaos of ongoing credentialing, that's state licensing and board certification, and delivering high-impact continuous medical education, or CME, that promotes lifelong learning. We have a tremendous value proposition irrespective of the pandemic, but we have extreme confidence that now is our time. The learning routines of clinicians across the world, across this country, have been completely disrupted by the pandemic, rightly so. But as clinicians look to re-engage, get back on track with those ongoing requirements, Mockingbird stands ready to help them. Additionally, many of the routines, conferences, et cetera, have been disrupted, and we offer courses, conferences, and content, again, to clinicians to help them reset those learning routines and make the learning routines more impactful. So we are a web-based and mobile app for individual clinicians. We automate all of the rules on our platform. So all 50 states, all major boards, simply tell us which state you're licensed in and which boards you're certified by, and our platform will show you what you need to do by when. We are a digital filing cabinet for the amazing amount of paper that still lives in healthcare. Let's automate that and digitize that forevermore. And our platform does that for you as well. And lastly, we connect clinicians to relevant CME so that learning cannot be a tick the box exercise, but a very meaningful education, opportunity that it's supposed to be. Our ultimate goal is to give clinicians time back, knowing they will use that time to improve medicine, improve their practices. For organizations, we help them maintain a real-time view of compliance across the organization so they can better manage the staff that they have and make the entire healthcare ecosystem more productive. We are differentiated in that we are first to market. We're the only ones tackling both state licensing board certification. And lastly, we differentiate because we are clinician-centric. If it doesn't make the clinicians' lives better, we will not do it. And we, again, curate learning very different than our perceived competitors because we are focused on the individual clinicians and not the organization or third parties. Finally, we are proud to be headquartered in Rhode Island. We have an amazingly diverse nationwide team. But this is our full-time staff. Those in green are residents here in Rhode Island. We love the logos on the right. We are either students, graduates, faculty members, or coaches at the academic institutions. One of our founders is an orthopedic spine surgeon at Ortho Rhode Island. And we are huge fans of NEMIC and RIHub and have benefited greatly from their services. So while we continue to take over the nation with our product, we will stay grounded and continue to grow our presence in Rhode Island. That is us. Thank you.
I was going to say, considering if we can do like a virtual clap for all three businesses, I mean, it really is an amazing array of businesses, a lot of hard work, great presentations. As Peggy said, it's been really, really challenging to figure out who is the winner. So I'm going to pass it back over to Peggy and go from there.
So thank you very much, Beth. And you are right, it was extraordinarily hard. We've arrived at the key moment when we announced the winner. The winning business will receive $50,000 in cash and $33,855 in services, some professional services and similar services. We do not do second and third place finishers, just finalists, and each finalist team will receive $10,000 in cash and $14,455 in services. So the winner is, and I want, drum roll please. The winner of the Rhode Island Business Competition is Flourish Collective. So we want to congratulate you. We want to congratulate all of the applicants, but particularly the finalists. It was extraordinarily challenging this year. You had all great proposals. The winner, and the finalists should follow up with Beth to claim your awards. And I want to thank you all for joining us. We hope to see you in person this fall at our kickoff event for the 2022 competition. And thanks again to our sponsors who make this all happen.
Thank you so much. I'm so surprised.
Well, congratulations. As I said, we were particularly pleased this year. All three of our finalists are truly passionate about their projects, which at least the 20 years that I've been doing this, passion for the for the project is probably the #1 ingredient for success. So we wish you all the best.
So as Peggy said, that concludes our event for tonight. If we were in person, we would all be having a cocktail. So I encourage you all to cheer to all the people virtually. But we'll see you in the fall, and thank you all for coming tonight.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
So long, everyone.